Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you the velocity reset and how it's going to look and what's going to go on so that you guys can be informed and really pumped up. Um, for starters, I have 38 YouTubers as of right now coming on to play on the server, and they're also uploading a trailer for me that I've been getting made by Clip A PvP, so it's going to be pretty freaking awesome. Loads and loads of YouTubers, guys. Like, I cannot tell you how many people are going to come on here. This is going to be the huge reset that Velocity's going to have. Everyone's going to be playing it. This is going to be the server to play come next week. We're releasing Saturday, the 17th at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So that'd be noon if you're West Coast like California. So let's get started. So here's the spawn. It's pretty nice. I really like it. It's just a faction spawn. Like this spawn kind of screams factions. This will be Warp Donate with all of your kit signs and donor information. Here is the Warp Enchant and Anvils and Inner Chest. And over here, nothing over there except like a fishing pond. And right, okay, that's decoration as well. So you're gonna spawn in facing this way, and you got your crates right here. So / warp crates. And now the most important part, the part that everyone's gonna love, that makes us stand out from other servers. Our beautiful Warzone that I have spent loads and loads of time on making super fun and just freaking awesome for everyone. It contains 5 or 6 costs, I think 6, 3 or 4 supply crates, locations, and loads of places just to go in PvP. It's also flat and not very intensive on lag, so it's going to be great for everyone. Everyone's going to enjoy this, so let me show it off so you guys can see how awesome it's going to be. Here's our little private jet, the Velocity jet, so we're going to go inside really quick, and let's go to the back. This is where the party happens, in the hot tub. You're going to chill in the hot tub, so this is inside the jet, and then you got your cockpit up here. So let's get down here, and here is the main. This is north. This is the north exit. It looks like this. It's really freaking awesome and detailed. I love it. Shout out to Dizzy for doing this part. Here's a prison coth right here. It's gonna be more detailed, but that's our least detailed coth, and that's saying something because it's still pretty nice. So let's get on with this. So over here, this will be the west side. Yeah, west. Let me show you. So here's the treehouse coth, and this was from HCF map 3. Everyone loved this coth. The gameplay on this one is just awesome. Everyone enjoyed it, so I decided to add it on here because it hasn't been seen on factions, and it just looks really good. Like, why not use this coth? It's just super fun, and it hasn't been seen on factions yet. So it blends in really nice with the terrain. It's going to be really fun to play. So that is treehouse. So I've shown President Treehouse. So now we're going to go over here and look at these awesome trees, guys, and this awesome terrain. I love it. I love it. I love it. So now we're going to come over here, and this is the west side, like I said. So over here will be the shuttlecoth. This one as well has been seen on HCF map 3. Not everyone enjoyed this one as much as the treehouse, but it's still a really nice coth, and I really like it, and I decided just to put it in here just cause. It blends in real nice. The gameplay of it's pretty fun, and it just looks good. Like, why not add as many costs as we can? It just improves the Warzone. Here's a giant hole that people are going to go into to PvP to get away from, like, like a team or something. There's loads of caves down there, like a giant cave system. Here is another jet. That's a plane. And here is HCF map 4 Canyon Coth. This one has not been seen yet. This is new to this reset. This will be on the HCF server as well as the factions one. So here's the cap center, and it's like super detailed and really fun. Loads of little gateways and holes and stuff to run around. It's gonna be freaking awesome. I love it. It's just so detailed. Ooh, voice crack. It's so detailed and just plain fun. Like, it's just a good coth. That's my favorite one, honestly. So detailed. Up here is a balloon, not a balloon, what are they called? I totally forgot. A blimp, yeah. So, this is the blimp. We're gonna have a supply crates located up here, and maybe even a coth, like right here. I think a coth would be fun, and a way to get up here would be, we could either set a warp, or have a giant sponge like right there to where you just lift off and you'll be teleported to the thing. Not lift off, but you'll be boosted up there. So now let's fly back down here, and this is all like this part right here, these trees, these and like this hill, this is all natural generated. So I thought that was really cool, and so I decided to keep it. So here's some more awesome little huts that you guys can shove people into to kill them. Here's more. This is my favorite part over here. I don't know why. I really love it over here. I think it just looks good. And if I had shaders on, it would look way better. So this is the Roman Colosseum Koth. This one has not been seen, and this is exclusive to factions and not HCF, simply because of its size, and it just wouldn't fit in as well, or for an HCF server. Here's a really nice pirate ship that we added to this little like lagoon thing. This will contain supply crates and little envoys. Here's a little pond that we've added, and loads of like little lily pads to catch up to people and stuff, so it's not a water fight. And underneath it is a giant ravine that you guys can go into and PvP in. There's, of course, like I said, there's going to be supply crates located all over the entire war zone, and there's going to be plenty of them. You guys are going to have loads of fun trying to find them, and all the Easter eggs that I've put in. I've seriously spent so much time making this awesome. I really think you guys are going to love it. So last Koth I showed was Canyon. We're on our way to the Fields Koth now. Okay, so it's over here. This one has not, just like the other one, this one hasn't been terraformed into the war zone yet. It's my builder's actually literally going to log on in like 2 seconds to do it. But this is what it looks like, and the gameplay for this is really fun. You can be an archer and snipe them from here, or an archer and even snipe them from here. This is for HCF and factions. Most HCF Koths are going to be on the factions just because factions require so many, and it just makes the server way more fun. So that's why we're doing it, and I just think it looks nice. I mean, look at this. It looks great. So yeah, this is the war zone, and we've also got, actually, let me show you Warp Arena. Oh, Warp, PvP Arena, there we go. Here's our PvP Arena that we've got. It's, this was made by, Mindjam Builders, which is my other server. I think it was made by Rush, so shout out to him, he's really good. Look at this build, it's freaking awesome. This will be on the faction servers, so it'll be /Warp Arena. People have been requesting a separate arena like this for quite some time, and here you go. It's kind of like a Colosseum, but just not as Greek looking, more like it's a different approach to it. It's really nice. Yeah, I think it's just great. Look at how nice it is. The detail on it is fantastic. So yeah, let me show you Warp Shop. Here is the Warp Shop. I've been working pretty hard, actually extremely hard. The hardest thing that I've spent on is making balanced sell prices and buy prices. Mostly sell prices. I want to have a really balanced economy, like the best economy that every server is going to copy, and I'll get to that in a second to show you how I've done that. But here's the shop, and in the center is the soul crate, and I'll showcase how the souls work in a second and what it's going to look like. So right now, you can buy one soul for 25k, and it would take a number of souls to open the soul crate, and you can win loads of goodies and really rare and OP items in that soul crate. There's no boosting, by the way. You guys think there may be boosting, but it's not boosting, I promise you. Like, when you play on the server, you'll notice that you can't boost for souls. You have to buy them, or kill people who have souls. And when you kill someone who has a soul, it will drop, and they lose a soul and you gain one, so therefore there's no boosting. It's like an eye for an eye kind of economy. So that's the soul crate, and I'm gonna take a cut right here and show you how I developed the perfect economy, and then I'll show you the soul crates and anything else. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so you may notice that I'm on the Overkill server, and that's where I decided to do my little experiment to figure out how to develop a perfect economy. So for starters, most faction, actually not most, but some faction servers such as Archon use a term called lazy money, and lazy money is when a player AFKs at an iron golem spawner like this. Stone brick. They AFK an iron golem spawner like this, and they just let the golems die, and they get money like that. It's not very fun, and it's not very addicting. I mean, it's only fun once you have millions of dollars from this AFKing, and there's no grinding aspect. It totally ruins that whole grinding aspect, which is what is addicting in most games. So, what I've done, I've timed how much a certain an item is in a interval. Oh my god, I just stuttered so much right there. Holy crap. So what I mean by that is, so this was experiment 1. No, this is experiment 1. So after 20 minutes of AFK with 1 iron golem spawner, you'll get 297 ingots, and that's after 20 minutes. So that's what it looks like. You get that many ingots, and then you get that many poppies. And then I ran it again, and I got this many iron ingots and that many poppies for trial 2. Then I ran it again, and this is all 20 minutes. So that's 20, 40, 60, 120, 140, 160 minutes. So 6 times, wait, what? 20, 40, 60, 80. Oh yeah, never mind. That's 2 hours. 120 minutes, 2 hours. I just totally messed up on my math. Anyways, this is trial 2. Oops. This is trial 2, and that's how many ingots I got. Trial 3, and we're only looking at the top section, by the way. That's how many ingots I got. That's how many ingots I got for trial 4. Trial 5, that's how many ingots I got. And trial 6. After I finished this, I averaged all that together, and I got a number. But I realized there's no way that's a consistent number, and I realized what I had done wrong. When I was AFKing with my ult, maybe I put my ult over here, or maybe I had my ult all the way down here. But I realized that and this is obvious to everyone. I realized that I had done it wrong because my ult count wasn't near the spawner, and it was affecting the spawn rates, and they weren't spawning after 20 minutes. So I ran the trial again. So let me remind you, this is 4 hours now that I spent on this. So this is the second trial. That's how many ingots I got, and underneath it, that's how many ingots I got for trial 6, 7. Trial 8 is that. Trial 9, trial 10, and then trial 11, 12, oops, whatever. So that's all the trials. So then I averaged all those together and divided by 6 to obviously find the average, and you get where's the number of the sign? Okay, so you get I think it's this one. I think this is the sign. You get 297 ingots, and then I multiplied that by 3 to get 1 hour, so that's 891 ingots. And then, yeah, oops, my numbers are wrong, I'm sorry. This is really unorganized because I spent a lot of time on this. So 879 ingots in 1 hour, and then an average player will AFK at their spawner for about 8 hours. That's where I got this number from, and that's 7,000 ingots. And then we did some other math and figured out that 34.4 hours would be a good time to make your money back on the golem spawner, if the golem spawner is like 1 mil or something like that. Alright, so from there, we realized that it should be a grapple-based economy, because what else are you going to buy in the shop? There's nothing else to really buy. Maybe potions, some blocks, but the main objective to getting money is to be able to buy gapples or bedrock from other players. But in the shop, gapples are the only thing that you're really going to buy. So I came up here, and here's a summary of everything. So for Iron Golem, actually you could just pause the video to read this, because I really don't want to read this out loud. I'll stand here for a sec so you can pause it, and this is if you really care enough. I did a lot of math for this, so we figured out that the spawner should cost 600k, and then that's what it will cost at $20 an ingot, and then it takes 2,500 ingots to get a gapple, so it takes about 3 hours to make a gap. This is just with one spawner, and blah 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 blah, and more stuff for zombie pigmen, and that's it. And then now for the second part of the economy, that's with this is with mob drops like Blaze, Golem, Cow, and all that. So let's go back to the term lazy money. Lazy money describes when a player, I'm going to restate it, when a player AFKs and they just get money lazy way. And I've actually done some research and played some faction servers to know that that's not really the most fun faction server. The most fun faction server is when you have to like grind and really work for your money, but you also don't want to make it too hard, because then it's not fun. So what I've done is I've centered the economy around crops. Crops are like when you okay. So let me show you something. IDX. When you're breaking these crops like these, let me chant this axe. So when I go through and break these pumpkins, I get this thing called a happy feeling. There's more scientific words for this, but there's a thing called happy feeling, and it goes in your brain, and it makes you want to enjoy the server more. So when you're breaking pumpkins, you get this sense of satisfaction and like a hard work paid off, because it takes time to make this thing, but it really pays off. So what I've done is made the price of like pumpkins, sugarcane, cactus, all that pretty OP, but not too OP, because then it would ruin the economy. We just made it to where it's really fun to like grow crops, and you have to like play on the server to actually make money. Because when you're AFK, you're not exactly playing; you're just AFKing, and you kind of just get rich from there, and that's not that fun. Especially selling all that iron and poppies, that's not fun either. That's kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest. So, like I said, you get this feeling in your brain when you like feel accomplished after breaking all this. Hopefully that makes sense. I stuttered a lot and I didn't have a script for this, so I'm fairly sure none of you were following along, but just take my word for it. This is a balanced economy, and I've done so many tests and even tested it on my second server, Mindjam. I've been testing this economy for 3 weeks on there, and everyone likes it. There's no problems with it, and it's pretty successful. So that's that. So now let me hop into the soul crates. Alright guys, you'll notice that I'm on mindjam.com. This is the server that I've been talking about several times now. And the soul crates have been set up on here, and I've been testing the chances and how they affect gameplay, and it's really good. Everything's working really well. So the price for soul would be 25k, and I figured that out with some math and more math and crap. So you need 25k to use the soul crate. So let's give myself some souls. Oh, okay, I have some souls. Alright. So now that I have 955 souls, which you're not gonna have that many, you're gonna need 20 souls to open the crate. So we're gonna open the crate, and let's see what we get. So this is just like a crate key, not much different, except the items in here are more OP, and you have a bigger chance of winning something better. Just because using the soul crate will take some time to gather the souls and hard work and money. So I just got Kit Hercules. Let's use it again. Oh, it's not letting me use it. Oh, what's going on? There we go. I was just lagging. So let's use this again and see what we get. As you saw, oh, it's lagging. So I got 3 crate keys this time. So you can see it's really cool. The chances are good. It's not too OP, I promise you. I've done so much testing on this. I've been working so hard to make sure this reset is perfect. So this kid's calling abuse on me. Oh, okay, this server's lagging, not me. Alright, well, that's pretty much it for the soul crate, and you've already seen my other videos, so you know how the souls and how that works. And let me hop into the next clip where I'm going to surprise you with what we're adding. Alright guys, welcome back to the next clip. Here's another unique thing that we're going to be adding to this reset. It is called like power rings, or whatever you want to call it. It's rings. So to do it, you're going to do /rings, and a list of rings will pop up. Ring of acceleration will give you speed 2. Ring of Might, Strength 1, Regrowth, Regen 1, Briskness, Haste 1, Stealth, Invisibility 1, Embers, Fire Resistance, Ascension, Jump Boost, Nutrition would decrease your saturation, Eyesight, Night Vision 1, and Respiration, Water Breathing. And these rings, you can obtain them either by the Buycraft or the Soul Crate. And this would make the Soul Crate more valuable and more desirable, and you guys are just gonna want the souls because you can win these kind of OP rings. They're not really OP. They don't really change that much. The only one that's gonna be really helpful in PvP would be the acceleration. But in general, the rings, you're not gonna always have speed 2 on, because let's say you're mining on regular factions and you want to have fire resistance so you don't fall in lava. So we're gonna equip that one. And let's say now I'm gonna strip mine, so now I want haste. So now I have haste, so I could mine faster. Let's say it's nighttime and I'm looking for raids or something. I want eyesight. Now I have night vision, and you can rotate between the two, but you can never have more than one active. And each ring you have to win. You don't get all of them. You get individual rings that you either buy or win. So it's pretty cool and unique, but not too overpowered, because if it was too overpowered, They want to change gameplay and make it not fun for anyone. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. This might be the end of the video, or I'll have another clip after this. I'm not sure. We do have custom enchants, but I think I'm gonna show that um, when the server's reset. Like, I'm not gonna upload a video on it until it's reset, so it's like a surprise. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys are excited for this. I know I am. I am so pumped. I am so ready for this reset. We are so prepared. We've been switching hosts and decreasing lag on all servers, running tests on everything, making sure we can't get DDoSed, making sure nothing's gonna crash. I've even told the whole team that if it crashes, someone's getting fired. Like, that's how hard we've been working. We're ready for this, and I hope you guys are too. And I'll see you guys later. Remember, the server's releasing Saturday, October 17th at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Be there, be square. Are you ready?